Hello everyone, welcome to this session. Our chapter is compounds of nonmetals, and we're still discussing about the hydrogen chloride. So in our previous video, we saw the preparation of this, specifically how it can be prepared in the laboratory. Then we saw the various properties of this hydrogen chloride. So today, let's cover up the various uses of this hydrogen chloride. So we'll discuss them in brief. Starting with the first one. It is chiefly used in the production of this hydrochloric acid. So the hydrogen chloride is very essential for the production of the hydrochloric acid. So when the gas is dissolved in water in the appropriate proportions, the hydrochloric acid is formed. We saw how this it can happen when you're trying to create the hydrogen chloride. So it is chiefly used in the production of the hydrochloric acid. Also, the aqueous hydrogen chloride is essential or is used in qualitative and quantitative analysis. So, the aqueous hydrogen chloride is essential specifically in laboratories for the qualitative and the quantitative analysis. Also, it is an important reagent in other industrial chemical transformations, for example, hydrochlorination of the rubber and the production of vinyl and the alkali chlorides. So it's essential as an important reagent for various industrial chemical transformations or for various industrial chemical productions, as we've seen the examples. So that's the other use of the hydrogen chloride. Moving on, also in the electronics industry, it is used to lab. It is used to both the this to lab the semiconductor crystals and to purify the silicon. So that's the other use of this hydrogen chloride, essential in this electronics industry, just to help to lab the semiconductor crystals, and also just to purify the silicon. Also, it is used in the textile industry to separate the cotton from the wool and the fluffy. So, the hydrogen chloride, as its component itself, can be used in these textile industries just to enable to separate the cotton from the wool and the fluffy. So, that's the other use in industrial, specifically these textile industries. Also, in the laboratory, anhydrous forms of the gas are particularly useful for generating chlorine-based Lewis acids. So, that's the other use, specifically the hydrogen chloride is essential in the laboratory as when it is in a hydrous forms, just to of these gases are just particularly useful for the generation or for generating these kinds of chlorine-based Lewis acids. The other one is used to remove rust from the oxidized metals. So that's the other simple use of this hydrogen chloride. Used it to remove rust, as we saw when we were discussing how to prepare the hydrogen chloride. We saw that they can have these kinds of reactions between the hydrogen chlorides and these metal oxides. So they're just used to remove the rust from the oxidized metals, as oxidized metals are the ones also they can be reacted with this hydrogen. This hydrogen chloride. And last but not least, it is extensively used in the manufacture of the medicines and is a key substance utilized to turn the maize and the other agricultural products into artificial sweeteners. So it's essential in the manufacture of these kinds of medicines. So it's essential in pharmaceuticals, and it's a key substance that can be utilized or just used in agricultural products, especially in these industrial agricultural production industries. So that's how it can be used also. So there you have it. I hope that's okay. I've seen the various uses of this hydrogen chloride. In our next session, move on to the other non-metal and its various compounds. So I hope that's clear, and thank you.